Hi, this is Dr. Stephen Marcus, and I'm now going to be showing you some of the features of Mbono Plus that are going to be particularly exciting for those of you who already have a largish Twitter following, and this is the lists feature. So let's head over to Mbono. We're in the Plus section, and I've clicked on the tab that says Lists. And we can see our usual statistics, but if we move down a little further, we'll see two options. And one is to look at following other members of lists who are following you. So these are lists who have included you, and once you start to become visible on Twitter, more and more people will start to include you in their lists. And when these are good lists, then there'll be people on them who may have a very similar interest to you. So let's go over there. Here's a list of lists which are following me. They have Sacred Ground 2 as a Twitter account on them, and you'll see that most of them are in italics, and that means that I've already gone through the lists, and there's two lists here that are in bold, and that means I haven't scanned them yet. So a Soul Man has a list called A Soul World. This sounds interesting, so let's go in there and look down this list. And when I click on the little magnifying glass, Mbono has loaded the first 100 people on this list, and it's found that I'm already following 19% of those first 100, and 6 of the people on that list I'm choosing to ignore, and 55 people on the list either don't follow people back. That means that the ratio of the number of people they're following to their followers is not close to 100%, or they haven't been recently active. They haven't posted anything in the last few days or the last week, and that leaves us with 23 people who follow people back and who are recently active. These are the most likely people to follow us. So let's just go down this list, and this works very much in the same way as other tools you've seen. If it's a good list, we can pretty much go down and follow most people, which, as you see, goes pretty quickly. Yeah, I like the quote there. I like the question there in the bio. So this is an excellent list. So when we've reached the bottom of those first 100, we now have the option to follow that list, which I'm going to do. And then we can view more people on this list, and we can continue through the list until we reach the end. I've made my way very rapidly through 4 or 5 screens. This really is an excellent list, and I'm actually on the final screen. So I've followed most people. And now you'll see the options to explore other lists following you. So we could go back and look at other lists where people are following us, or follow other members of lists you follow. You'll need to be following some good lists, and then Mbono is going to take all the hard work for you out of deciding who to follow on those lists. So I'll show you how to do that next. A really great place to go to look for interesting lists are interesting people. So let's head over to Twitter, and I brought up the Inner Delight Twitter account of Tina Van Loven, and you'll see a tab here saying lists. And when I click on it, it brings up the list that Tina has created, and those could be great places to look. And if we scroll down a little more, you'll see it also has the lists that Tina is following, which can also be great places to look, and also lists where people are following Tina. So let's go and explore that. It really doesn't matter where you start. Let's see, the Zen Garden has honorary ambassadors, messenger of love and peace. So let's follow that list. Let's follow the Cosmic Hookers spiritual list. Awesome quotes and lots of inspiration. So we followed 3 lists now that we weren't following before. We'll go back to Mbono Plus and now follow members of lists we follow. And what you'll now see is that these 3 lists have been added at the top, and we can see how many members there are in each list and also how many subscribers. So let's look at the Super Cats. And we scroll down, we'll see that I'm already following 55% of the people on this list. So this list really is aligned with people I've already been following, ignoring 6. 21 of the people aren't very active. So what Mbono has done is, out of these people, it's picked out the 19 who we're not following already, who are most likely to follow us back. I'm looking at what draws me in what people are writing or in their picture, and deciding whether to follow people or to just ignore them. You get the idea. You can work down this list pretty quickly. And I'm now getting down towards the bottom of the list, and we'll just finish this off, and you'll see that I am following the list. If I decide that list isn't particularly interesting, then I could click on unfollow, be removed from the lists I was following, and we have the option to go and explore other lists we're following. We don't have the option to see more people in that list because we've gone through the whole list very quickly, actually. So let's just go and have a look at some of those other lists. You'll see that the Super Cats has now been in italics, so it's marked off as red. And let's have a look at this rather short list from the Cosmic Hooker. We're already following 41% of the list, and there's 9 people left. So Cosmic Giants, Atlantean Legacy, Shaman, Trance Magic Marketing, Mystic, etc. Life is Symbolic. Okay. Well, that was a brief overview of the new list features, and I'm sure you're really going to be excited when you try them out yourself. I'm Dr. Stephen Marcus, and thank you for joining me with Mbono Plus.